As you might know, February 14th is Valentine's Day most commonly around the world. But did you know that the week following Valentine's Day is Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week? This year in 2024, that falls on February 18th through the 24th. Over the past few days, I've gotten a number of comments saying that there's no need for an Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week. But I have to disagree with those comments. In this video, we'll explore why Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week is more than just a celebration. It's about advocacy, education, and breaking down barriers. First of all, let's clarify what aromanticism is. Aromantic individuals are those who don't experience romantic attraction in the traditional sense or experience it differently. Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week is a week dedicated to recognizing and appreciating the diverse experiences within the aromantic spectrum. Something these comments I've received seem to have in common is that they put the word spectrum in quotation marks, as if to say that there is no aromantic spectrum. Aromanticism, much like other aspects of human identity, exists on a spectrum, reflecting the diverse and nuanced nature of romantic orientation. Aromanticism refers to an experience of little to no romantic attraction, but within this spectrum, individuals may experience variations in their feelings and relationships. Some people identify with the definition of aromantic as is, experiencing no romantic attraction whatsoever, while others may identify as gray romantic, experiencing occasional or fluid romantic feelings. The spectrum also encompasses demi-romantic individuals who develop romantic attraction only after forming a strong emotional connection. Recognizing aromanticism as a spectrum highlights the importance of acknowledging and respecting the diverse ways in which individuals experience and navigate romantic and emotional connections. For me personally, I struggled for a long time to explain what I experienced. I didn't feel right about my relationship with romance because I didn't feel the attraction. But I also didn't think I could be aromantic because I still wanted a romantic relationship. It wasn't until I learned that aromanticism is more than just one finite definition, until I learned that it's a whole spectrum, and until I found the term cupio-romantic that I finally felt like I fit somewhere. I could finally understand my experiences and see that I wasn't alone. I could unlearn the brokenness that I'd felt for so long. Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week, also known as ASAW or ASAW, is an annual international event that aims to raise awareness and promote acceptance of all aromantic identities. The week-long event was first observed in 2014 under the name Aromantic Awareness Week, taking place from November 10th through the 17th. In 2015, it was moved to late February and renamed Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week to be more inclusive of arospec identities. Now, you may have heard the argument that no one cares if you date or not. While that might be true for some, it's not the case for many aromantic individuals. Cultural, religious, familial, and societal pressures often force them into the mold of a mononormativity, where romantic relationships are considered the norm. Questions like, why aren't you dating? Or when will you find someone? Can create a sense of alienation and pressure that goes beyond personal choice. We're living in a mononormative-centric society, where the default assumption is that everyone desires and should pursue a romantic relationship. Sadly, many people have never even heard of aromanticism before, leaving aromantic individuals feeling isolated and misunderstood. Beyond awareness, this week advocates for change. It pushes for understanding, acceptance, and the dismantling of societal norms that marginalize aromantic individuals. Advocacy involves challenging policies, promoting inclusivity, and creating spaces where everyone's experiences are valued. It's crucial to dispel common misconceptions about aromanticism. Aromantic individuals aren't devoid of emotion, and they're not against forming connections. This week aims to provide the language and knowledge needed to break down stereotypes and foster acceptance. Language plays a crucial role in helping people feel understood and accepted. For many aromantic individuals, finding the right words to describe their experiences can be transformative. Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week provides a platform for this, offering access to the language that allows individuals to express themselves authentically. Many individuals on the aromantic spectrum struggle with feeling broken or inadequate due to societal expectations. Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week seeks to empower these individuals, showing them that they are not alone and that their experiences are valid and valuable. I mentioned my identity as Queerplatonic earlier. One thing that I learned because I found my identity is the difference between romantic and Queerplatonic attraction. Queerplatonic attraction is a close, non-sexual, non-romantic attraction that goes well beyond the societal norms of friendship. It's a desire for an emotional commitment to that one person, that they're your person. For a long time, I didn't understand that that was a thing. I didn't know that it wasn't the same as romantic attraction because for me, that's the strongest type of connection I felt. So whenever I did feel that, I thought I was feeling romantic attraction to that person, which meant I was feeling it towards my closest friends. This led to a lot of problems for me. In most cases, I just kept it to myself. I knew that the girl I was feeling it for didn't feel as strongly about me, so I just sat with it. Even then, I thought something was wrong with me. I found I only became interested and felt something either with someone that I was already very close with and kept it very secret, or I would go along with it and hope that feelings developed for someone if they showed interest in me first. That's how it had always been. But senior year of high school, I did tell a girl how I felt. Let's call her Sam. She was a really close friend of mine for 2 years at this point, and she asked me to go to homecoming with her, but at another school. Well, I thought, she's asking me to go to a dance, maybe I should tell her how I feel. I still remember that night, October 3rd, 2008. If you are or have a sports person in your life, you'll understand. My favorite sports team on the planet is the Milwaukee Brewers, and that night was Game 3 of the playoffs against the Philadelphia Phillies, the first home playoff game in Milwaukee in 26 years. I gave up watching that to go to this dance with her. So the night of the dance, I found out Sam's plan was for her to drive her best friend while I drove their third friend. Sam had just gotten her license and had restrictions that she could only have one non-family member in the car at a time. But she really wanted to drive that night. So we get to the dance, which was weird because at that school they had a rule that you could attend as long as you gave your school ID, even if you didn't attend that school. I had a bunch of friends that I was very close to at that school and spent some time hanging out with them. But when a slow song came on, I went and found Sam. I told her how I felt, and I could see the look in her face begging me to stop talking. Later that night, I found out why she really invited me. She didn't ask me to go to the dance with her as a date. She asked me to go with her as a chauffeur for their friend. That's it. Had I known I wasn't into her romantically, I could have saved myself the pain of finding out how I did. It still would have hurt, sure, but I could have dealt with it better. After that, I became a lot more guarded. Every time I thought I was starting to feel something for a friend, I forced it down. I kept it inside. That's when the brokenness set in. See, I'd spent years hating myself for falling for these girls who I considered my very best friends and for ruining friendships. I hated that I did that to myself and to them. I would look at myself in the mirror and ask, what is wrong with me? Why am I like this? I thought of myself as a self-sabotager. I thought I was cursed. I thought that I was undeserving of ever feeling love. I even thought I might be better off just not letting anyone get close enough to me. I thought that I was better off completely alone. But I was wrong. It took time to understand and a lot of reflection once I found out what aromantic even meant, but now I'm in a better place. I'm better because I found where I belong. I found the words for what I was feeling. I found the love I couldn't find for myself. I'm still learning, but I finally like myself. That's what education and advocacy can do. And that's why events like Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week matter. By participating in this week, we contribute to a more inclusive world where everyone feels seen, heard, and accepted. We make sure everyone finds their words, finds their people, and finds themselves.